Hi guys, welcome back anyway after Easter. I hope you all had a nice break. I hope you can see that sheet there now, but I'm going to begin anyway and continue with coordinate geometry of the line. So what we'll start with now today, like we've the area down, the equations of the lines and so on. So what we'll begin with now today is dividing a line segment into a given ratio. So if we look here, we have internal division is what it's called. Now this is a line, right, and there's two end points of the line. There's the point C, which is maybe x1, y1, I'm just calling it that. The other one then is D, which is x2, y2. Now this point P here, the point P divides this line segment in a specific ratio. Now the ratio is generally referred to as A is to B, right? So it's internal division. So the line is being divided inside itself. So this is internal division and the ratio is A is to B, right? So P is the point that it divides it. So we'll say P has coordinates x, y. And what you'll really be asked for here is to find the point P, right? So it divides the line CD in the ratio A is to B. Now, so the question says, find the coordinates of the point that divides the line segment from -4, 3 to 6, -12. So let's say that this is -4, 3 and outside D is 6, -12. Now it divides it in the ratio 3:2. So 3 parts for A, 2 parts for B. So for every 3 parts here, it moves 2 parts here. So it's divided into 5 parts in total. Right? So what you're asked for then is to find the point P. So to find the coordinates of the point P. Now, we're going to use this formula, which is on page 18 of your formula and tables books. Down at the end, this is the internal division formula. bx1 plus ax2 over b plus a, by1 plus ay2 over b plus a. So the ratio A is to B is 3 is to 2. So now you know what A is and you know what B is, right? So now we're going to call our points -4, 3, which is x1, y1, and B is 6, -12, which is x2, y2. And we'll find P using this formula. So it's B, x1. So B is 2, x1 is -4. Right, plus ax2, so A is 3, x2 is 6, divided by B plus A, so 2 plus 3, right? Then for the y coordinate, I have B, which is 2, y1, which is 3, plus ay2, so A is 3, and y2 is -12, all over B plus A, which is 2 minus 3 again. Just be careful putting it in because you can easily make a mistake in slotting it into the formula. So we work through it and we get, right, -8 plus 18 over 5, and 3 2s are 6, -36 all over 5. So P is -8 plus 18 is 10 over 5, and 6 minus 36 is -30 over 5. So that means the point P is 2 minus 6. So back up here, P is the point 2 and -6, and it divides the line internally, okay? The opposite to internal division then will obviously be external division, and we'll have another formula for external division. So we have another question over here, right, for external division. Now what that means is, again, we still have CD being our 2 points with x1, y1, x2, y2. This time P is the divider, but it's external division. So the point of division is outside, is externally, right? It's outside the line. So it's external division. Now, again, right, the formula that you had already on page 18 remains the same, except instead of pluses between the values, we have minuses, okay? So you just need to tweak your formula a little bit. So let's have a look here now at the question. Find the coordinates of the point P, right, that divides the line segment CD, which is -4, 3, and D, again, 6, -12, so the same thing, except this time the external point of division is outside, right? And again, it divides it in the ratio 3 is to 2. Now, if it's external division, right, your first one goes all the ways outside, so that's 3. So it goes all the ways outside to meet the new point, and then you come back in 2. So that's your external division, right? So out 3 and back in 2. So obviously from here to here is just 1 because the whole thing is 3, right? So there to there is 1. So we use our formula again. This time, again, I have my two values, and A is 3 and B is 2. And my points, x1, y1, x2, y2. Filling it into the formula up here to find the external divider P. So P is B, which is 2, x1, which is minus 4, minus A, which is 3, x2, which is 6, all over B minus A, 2 minus 3. Then I have B, y1, so B is 2, y1 is 3, minus A, y2, A is 3, y2 is minus 12, all over 2 minus 3. So I have P is equal to, I'll move it up a bit. So I have minus 8 minus 18, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. 6 plus 36, all over 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So the point is minus 26 over minus 1 and 42 over minus 1. So that gives me the two minuses will make plus 26. And 42 divided by minus 1 is minus 42. So the external point of division P is 26 minus 42. So here 26 minus 42. So that's your external division, right? So you have the two of them done. One is external, one is internal. Another way it could be written would be something like this, right? A is a point 3, 2. B is the point 18, 12. There are 2 points on the line segment AB, and AB is produced to C, there it is, right, such that from A to C is equal to BC, so that should be is to, right, AC is to BC is in the ratio 7 is to 2. So AC, right, is to BC is in the ratio 7 is to 2. So from the diagram, even though you're not told it in the question, you can see this is an external division one, right? Not internal, because AC is all the ways, right? Is 7, BC is 2. So it's split entirely in 7, 5 from A to B, 2 from B to C. So there you would use your external division formula, which is what? We have bx1 minus ax2 all over A minus B minus A, sorry, and so on, right? So that's the formula that you'd use there. I'm not going to do that one out now, right? But I am going to ask you now to turn to your text and text 5, the green books anyway, and you'll be doing for tomorrow page 158, question 2, 4 and 6, applying these and using page 18 of your tables. Now keep going back over the example that you have here, because the two of them are there for you. Then check your answers in the back of the book on page 527, and we'll move on to the next level of them tomorrow, because they'll only take 2 days to do, right? So 3 for tonight, so page 158, question 2, 4 and 6, checking your answers and marking it right or wrong before you submit your work. So page 527. Okay, right? Now I want that done for 9 o'clock tomorrow. So 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, I'll get that work in from you for. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.